Bernie. Okay, buddy, you gotta come up here and make a... I gotta turn myself off my headphones first. You gotta make an appearance, buddy. You gotta make an appearance. Let's see. Monitor off. Okay, I should have volume now, guys. I'm gonna check the live chat and make sure we got volume. Check, check, check. Alright, buddy. Up here. Up here. Here's our boy. Here's our boy. Up here. Alright, you gonna get it? This is Ernie's Chucket. His favorite new toy. Let's get him in focus. Can we get him in focus? Probably not long enough to do anything. Oh. Okay, can we get in focus? This webcam sucks. This webcam sucks, Ernie. Damn. There we go. Alright, sorry, buddy. Up. Okay. Alright, go lay down. Go lay down. Hey, guys. Okay, so I'm just doing a quick live stream. I know I tried to make an appearance for a longer one, like I said earlier, but honestly, I don't have it in me tonight to do a long live stream. Let's try to. There we go. So I wanted to say hi and actually pay attention to the chat. Blazing Phoenix, Talks, Brian, Jones, Jake, Face Beast. I missed you too, man. Ben, Activist, Bishop, Ski for Life. How you been, Beast? Hope you've been good, man. Let me take these out. I don't think I need those. Triumphant return. It really does feel good to be back, making, at least having my setup back. I don't know exactly how quick I'm going to be making videos again, but I got some in the works already. I'm editing one. Hopefully that'll be out pretty soon, and all these books right here, those are all books for the last like 6 months. I've been slowly buying $30 to $50 really old books from man, I gotta stay on top of the chat and make sure this thing's focused and make sure Ernie's not making too much noise for you guys, because we want to have some semblance of ASMR in this. But yeah, those books behind me there, those are going to be a nice, fun, really long, really fun video of unboxing. I've been being patient, not opening them up, because there's a couple in there from like the early 1700s. One that's an astronomy book from like the 1730s. It's almost 300 years old, and I'm really excited for that one. Hey from Germany, Bishop. How are you, Bishop? So happy to catch you live. Thanks for all you do. That's really awesome. Thank you, Ski for Life. Violet, Max, Kiddo's doing great. Baby June is doing wonderful. She's sleeping almost 11 hours. You know, I know a lot of parents don't have that, so I don't want to pretend like I'm bragging. I'm just very fortunate, very happy. I have to believe at least some of what I read was put to good use. She might be a natural sleeper, as some kids apparently are. She's my first kid, so I don't know. I don't have anything to compare her to, but she's been great. It took her about 3 months to hit 8 hours. I think it was 10 weeks on the nose. She started hitting 6 to 8 hours, and then within a couple weeks it like ramped up. And apparently, the earlier that we got her to sleep, the longer she slept. And I've been trying to start doing that myself. I'm so used to, for years I've been waking up at like 10 or 11. I used to work second shift, and anyways, I've been trying to wake up at 7 o'clock lately, which is why I'm not going to do a really long live stream tonight. I've just been really, really tired, but today was a particularly long day, so I want to make sure you guys, I can actually have a fun live stream with you guys, and so I'm going to plan it later on. All the unboxing that I was going to do. But anyways, just wanted to say hi to you guys and let you know we'll be doing a longer, more in-depth, fun, loose, relaxing live stream. Maybe tomorrow night, maybe the night after, but sometime within a week, I'm sure. So, and I got this set up now, so I think I'm gonna try to take after Chicho, my guy Chicho. Look him up if you haven't heard of him. He's an awesome ASMR artist, into some very interesting things. He does comic books, makes his own liquor, cooks his own food, like on live streams. His own liqueurs, I should say. Talks politics. He's a very interesting guy. So I've been falling asleep to him a lot. I love his relaxed, casual, conversational live streams, and he's very interactive with his chat over on Twitch. Lucas, hey Lucas, Blazing Phoenix, really happy to see you, man. Hug from Brazil, Eftalo. Man, I gotta make this bigger. There we go. Thanks, Beast. I appreciate it. Hey, bro. Love your videos from Brazil. Wow, a lot of people from Brazil. That's really cool. Yerme Rodriguez. Hayden Ahern. How you doing, man? I'm doing very well. Thanks for the coffee, Beast. I appreciate the donation. Hope you're doing well too, man. My astronomy teacher showed us to your space facts video. Very cool. Ricey Brandon. Tommy Quinn, hey there, hope you're doing well. I am doing very well now that my baby's sleeping, especially since she's been sleeping a lot, so that's good. RGP, thank you, man. 316, jumping in here real quick. Baby's doing great. Stock, Frankfurt, good evening. Good, happy midnight to you. Digibill stock, the 100. Love from Romania, very cool, thank you. I guess I'm catching England and Europe. Had a good time right now. Christine, hi, Zero, good to see your face, dude. Hope all is well. It's great, thank you, activists. Yeah, a lot of Germans. Yeah, I know, Kunai, yeah. Oh, I just realized yeah, I did say 8. So anyways, for you guys showing up, I'm just gonna make this a quick one. I'll put it in the description when I sign off, but I just don't have it in me to do like a beer tasting and all that. I want to do it justice because Steve and a couple other viewers of the channel got me some gifts, and I'd like to make it a much more casual, I'd like to draw it out and enjoy the beer tasting. I didn't want to rush it tonight, so I'm not really gonna. I'm gonna cancel a long format live stream tonight, and we're gonna do that some other time soon, along with more live streams in the spirit of Chicho, in the same vein as him. I've just been falling asleep to him a lot lately, so I just want to shout him out as much as possible. Daniel, been a while. I hadn't watched your videos. Must have been 8 months. Yeah, I'm sure it's been about that long since I've uploaded something new. Um, and just so you guys know, Bernie's chewing a ball right by my feet, so he's still winding down. Wow, cool. Something slightly wrong with the audio. How's the audio, guys? How's the audio? Is it bad? I was trying to make sure it was all right. So yeah. Anyways, hello from Texas. Let's see. We got Daniel Kreitz, Josh, Catherine, Choo Choo, Tank Memes, Arc, an Average One, Unborn, Jags, Sean. Hey Sean, how you doing, man? Oliver's Brick World, Blazing Phoenix, how are you? Zero, Laundry Detergent Gaming, Lumona, how are you guys? I hope you guys are all well too. I just want to pop in and say hi. 5-month-old at home in Venice, Florida. Oh, that was very cool. 5 months, man. You're like a month ahead of me. Yeah, as far as I learned, and my cousin's about to have a baby too. I'm gonna have to. I just heard recently, so I'm gonna have to give him a shout and let him know at least what I learned. It's almost 6:45 right now in Florida, and we actually just put our daughter down at 6:30. Hopefully she's asleep. Let me pull up my app and check it out, so I'm not making a liar out of myself here. But yeah, there she is. Look at this little girl. She is out. Hold her calls, because she is out, guys. It's a little takeoff hold Seinfeld joke there, before cell phones. When he was saying that when you're out, you're just out. Like, people don't know where you are. You're out. And he was like talking to a crowd in a nightclub, saying, hey, we're all out right now. We could be doing anything. Yeah, I don't know. It's awesome that she's sleeping so well, but I know getting her to bed early, giving her full feedings, those are two huge things that I think encouraged her to sleep so long. Two in Moscow. Wow, very cool, Unborn. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Jags. Appreciate it. Rhode Island. Alright, I'm gonna switch down. Alright, Molly says Buggy is out. She's 100% out right now, yeah. So, is the audio okay? We got clips from Daytona, Ormond Beach. I drove past her many times on my way to Jacksonville. One of these days they're gonna finish working on those 95 overpasses around Daytona, aren't they? Or a little bit before there, around Orlando. I feel like they've been working on those for like 20 years. Titus, love your books. Thank you, man. Who Bibin Beer Garden Often? Does that mean beer? I don't know. Those padded onesies, man, Sean. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, they're tempting. If I was rolling in it, I might just dabble in that. I might try to get me an adult size one, because those things look so comfortable, and she sleeps like a rock in it. She really does. So yeah, it's basically like a fitted sleeping bag, almost, with like arms and legs. It's pretty cool. Yeah, Jacksonville. I'm missing Jacksonville because I'm in South Florida now. Clips. And it's crazy. The frost line right around where my wife's mama lives, like around a little north of Melbourne. I'd say around Titusville, Canaveral, Cocoa Beach. It's like crazy how there's like so much more of a winter, so much longer of a winter and a springtime. Summer hits way sooner down here. Rotterdam, is that Newfoundland? Leonard? NL? Where's NL? Rotterdam, I don't know where that is. George, I've been to the UK in a layover on my way to Greece. As my wife will tell you, I mention at least once a day that I've been to Greece. It's the only place outside of Canada that I've ever been outside the US. Greg Vogel, hello. I rarely comment on your videos, but they're awesome. But your videos are awesome. I hope you have a great week. Well, you just made my week a hell of a lot better, Greg. Thank you, man. I really appreciate that donation. It's really sweet of you. Yeah, and I hope to be making a lot more videos, guys. And speaking of which, I'm trying to keep up with the chat, but I just wanted to mention all these boxes. Let's see if it focuses. All these boxes are full of books. This one's becoming quite famous now. I think the podcast has more views than the actual video does, but I think I only read like the first 4 pages of this book, so it just looks really perfect for what I do on my channel, so I'm going to get into that. This was a past gift from a viewer, and all these boxes are just, it goes all the way to the floor. They're all books that were previously on my shelf, and as you can see, I haven't slowed down buying them. I got a bunch of those to unpack. And I have a couple really old maps. One I think is from the 1700s too. The other is from the 1800s. They are maps of the Middle East and the Mediterranean. And I'm really excited to make a ton of videos about just unboxing, but then about the actual books themselves. So that should be really, really fun. Let's make sure we're in focus. Looks like we are. And gotta make sure I don't hunch too much. Got some serious tech neck, as Molly would say. And anyways, yeah, I'm just happy. I've been just wrapping up around the house lately. We renovated our whole house. We gutted the whole thing because it smelled like smoke from the previous owners, just really bad. So we got new walls and ceiling drywall, and then when those were all ripped down, we got a whole new AC system and insulation, new electrical. My dad's an electrician, did an amazing job. I owe him more than I know, more than I care to say, for doing that. And yeah, we just gotta save up for some windows. Hopefully we can get them before hurricane season, but if not, we're all right. Yeah, so we painted the house, got new ceiling fixtures, fans, lights. Got these super cool lights I was showing off to people on, I think, on one of my past live streams. So anyways, the house, I'm still buttoning things up. I was putting fixtures up and knobs and hanging some extra doors and trying to make my studio kind of somewhat complete. And I think I got it pretty well buttoned up. So I'm going to be doing a lot more live streams, I think, because it's fun and I enjoy interacting with all of you guys. Sorry if I skip some of you guys, just comment it again if you, I want to try to keep up with the chat. I'm so terrible at it. Yeah, Philly, I'm probably going to be buying some diapers with those. I never realized how much toilet paper and Q-tips women go through in general, and diapers babies go through, and formula, lots of formula. But it's so worth it. I've been talking about like how great it is seeing her sleep and all that, but it's awesome. Obviously, when she's awake, good sleep is making her be in a better mood too. She's starting to giggle, and it melts my heart. It's awesome. Me and her mama made a little angel. That's so cool. Couldn't be happier. I was very nervous having a baby. You know, that's quite a daunting thing, but it's very awesome. Thank you guys for. Oh, this thing's going out of focus for asking for an update, being concerned. South Africa. Yeah, where are you guys from? I think it's early enough. I'm catching a lot of people in Europe and Africa and Russia late at night, I guess. Some Asians, maybe. India, Asia. I don't know. Probably not Australia. That's probably a little bit too deep into the night over there down under. South Africa. Stefan. How you doing, Stefan? I never knew you were from South Africa. If I believe you've been around before. Greek. As a Greek, Nick, looking forward to some more mythology. Absolutely, absolutely, man. Actually, one of my books I bought that I'm gonna unbox is a mythology video. You bring me down. Wow. Thank you. I love you so much. Speaking of eating, look at what I just got delivered. Molly just dashed through the door and got me some avocados, a homemade Mexican bowl here. We got grilled chicken, avocados with some salsa, some homemade black beans. Let's do a Chicho. Chicho does this all the time, and it's so cool to watch. He always munches on super healthy stuff. I think his wife makes her own bread, and he always has like fruit and nuts he's eating. And this is there we go. Anyways, avocado, chicken, fresh black beans. Ooh wee! I'm a lucky man. Oh my gosh, so good. So, excuse me if I get black beans in my teeth. I always happen to. I don't even have like huge gaps in my teeth. They just stick. So anyways, just a quick warning. I told her I was just going to pop on for 10 minutes to say hi to you guys and let you know I'm going to do a future live stream. It's been 22 minutes, 23 as of now. I think I'll stay on realistically for 45 minutes. That way it's a reasonably long video to fall asleep to later if you guys so choose. It's really good to see all of you guys. Some new people, a lot of new people, some recurring viewers from back in the before time. Let's see, there's a couple long ones here. Going to Greece in a few years, any particular places that were your favorite? Yeah, the only place I knew, I was fortunate, very privileged in, I guess you would say. My uncle took me there when I was in my teens because he's from Greece. He came over, and he's a rags to riches story. He just came over by himself out of a village, worked his way up in the restaurant business to be, to owning a restaurant. Put in a lot of time, effort. Yeah, he's just a extremely hyper successful entrepreneur, primarily in the restaurant industry, and he goes back over there and visits his family and catches up with them. I think once a year. He still does it, and he took me once, or actually no, twice. He took me twice. I went like 2 times when I was in my mid-teens, and those were the only times I've ever been outside the U.S. and Canada. And it's just left such a lasting effect. I guess a roundabout way to tell you is it wasn't where I decided to go, but where he took me was this place called Tolo, Tolo, Tolo. And that was more, I think it was more of a touristy place, but it was far, far less touristy than the islands, Santorini and Mykonos, I think. Those places seemed really cool too, but I wasn't allowed to go, I was too young. And if you're in the lower Peloponnesus on the east side, go to an island called Monomvasia. It makes its own wine. It's a little island, and it's got a cool history, and it's as Greek as it gets. It's a cool little windy village that's who knows how old. Very cool. It's got a whole history about it. And then Elefonisos, which is not too far from that place. So check it out. Tolo and Monombasia. I am from Florida. Cobage. Nurtalan fading. Cynical. Hey, hey, hey. Okay, Nick. Good to know the islands are the best places. Liz, hey, from the Netherlands. Very cool. Very cool. It's always cool to see you guys, where you all are from. I do a lot of GIS cartography for work. Maps are the perfect mix of completely boring and endlessly fascinating ASMR. They really are. That's why I love ASMarctica's map drawings and tracing and Google Earth videos. He does those so well. And Gaslamp too. And that's why I've been slowly stacking them up, and I really want to get to those sometime very, very soon. Ireland, Turkey, Midwest, Germany, UK, Poland. Shout out to you and your use of BOC. Nice, thanks. Aphex Twins, man, I love those guys, and I need to, for future videos, I definitely want to start making my own music that sounds, you know, in their vein, because I don't want to get too redundant, and B, I don't want to get a copyright strike, and 3, I just enjoy making music. It's really cool. So San Diego. Oh, cool. Thanks, Carrie. Yeah, I like. I mean, you know, I know it's in vogue now to have studio, like LED studio strips. They are super cheap from China, especially. But yeah, I'm trying to. I tried to avoid the reflection off my picture up there, so I'm gonna have to move that poster. But you know, I wanted to light up the books because the books are cool. Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. You pronounced them all good. Centurion, Musa, Ricky, Ding Dong. Maybe I'll show you guys what I'm eating here a little bit. God, this is so good, so good, so good. Chicken and salsa and beans and rice and avocado. Ronaldo, I've watched all your videos. There's a lot of them. Most of them not that good. So thank you. I forgot how hungry I was. God, I love my wife. She knew I was gonna be. I told her I was hungry, and she knew when I started talking I wouldn't probably be less than 45 minutes. She's the best. More space videos, absolutely, absolutely. Oh, cool, Jerry. I'm glad you found ASMRtica. Richard from Sweden. Z, this is. Oh, sorry. This is my day job, and I've took a sabbatical this last year to renovate and have a baby. Um, I'd say I've been frugal enough to be able to take this time off, but I didn't invest in enough Bitcoin to get me any further than about now. So no, I've been most all that's true, but I also have had a ton of videos like in queue to be made, and I am now at a point with my daughter. She's about 4 months old, sleeping very well now. My wife's gone back to work, and I'm able to start working on my videos again in between naps, and I got the studio set up again, so it's fun. It's really fun. TV shows. I've been watching Silicon Valley. I love. I've been binging on Red Letter Media, all their Half in the Bag, Best of the Worst, the reviews. That's not TV, but it pretty much is. It's on YouTube. Movie reviews, essentially. I just love that. And then for TV, I've just been watching the Simpsons a lot. I never used to like them or watch them, but I think because Jordan Peterson always mentioned that he watched them, I was like, yeah, I'll give them a try. And I don't know about their new stuff, but I had Disney Plus because of my baby, which I know she's not old enough to watch yet, but it's fun watching old Disney movies. And I guess they acquired The Simpsons somehow, so I've been watching The Simpsons, and it's really actually a really well written show. At least the first 3 seasons that I've watched so far. I like. What else? Silicon Valley, I think I just said, which is a really cool show. I wish they made more episodes of it. Cheers. I've been watching Cheers. All these shows like that I never thought I would like. Cheers is a great show. It's just a classic, wholesome 1980s humor. It's like edgy 1980s humor, which is wholesome 40 years later. It's awesome. It's the best. I actually got into Cheers because my dad, what's his name? Frasier is a spin-off show because Frasier was one of the main characters later on in the Cheers series. My dad likes Frasier. Frasier's a pretty good show too. And The Good Place. I'm going to highly recommend The Good Place to everybody. I watched that, just gave it a shot one night. I think I heard it was good. It's such a good show. I really enjoyed it. I think they only made 4 seasons because it's kind of a, it's a, what do they call it? A big story, a big arc. Love that show. So it kind of closed at the end of the 4th season. There wasn't really too much more they could do with it. And I kind of like shows like that just have a couple seasons. The first UK version of The Office is like that. I think they did it very well. They didn't draw it out too far. Some of those Simon Pegg UK shows were good like that. The Good Place. Anyways, Ted Danson was in that, and I started watching Cheers because I was sad The Good Place ended. And Cheers is awesome. It's a great show. Jerry, thank you, man. You're the best channel going. It's been a privilege watching the fatherhood, and wish you guys nothing but, man, health and prosperity. I cannot sleep unless I listen to you, dude. That's so that's just awesome to hear. Thank you. Isn't YouTube the weirdest thing? Here's a guy I've never met, but I've fallen asleep to his voice so many times. Now I'm watching him eat dinner on a live stream. Man, again, I gotta salute to, I just said salute because I saw this word salute by Gomez, but it's the appropriate word. Yeah, sorry guys, I'm gonna skip to the bottom. Chicho, I enjoy how I said I was gonna do it a couple years ago. A video. I'm trying to slowly gather some data and evidence, and just build speculations. Nothing rigorous or anything, but about what ASMR actually is. Like, why is it so popular? And my wife, when we met 5 years ago, she watched ASMR, and I was already starting to make videos. I had like 20 subscribers when I met her, but it was cool that she knew what it was, and she likes people pretending that they're her aunt, and I forget who she watches, but she watches stuff that I would never watch, but it's really cool. And so, what's the common thread? And I think it's, in a nutshell, I think it's, in our psyche and what we're instinctively drawn towards, things, it has to do with things that make us relax, being tapping into our nature, our predisposition to like certain qualities and attributes of humans. And I think there has to be some correlation with the competency and the ability of someone to protect you in a, we're talking evolutionary timescales, millions of years ago, or 100,000 at least. You wouldn't want someone who's very noisy and clunky and not graceful to be your sole caregiver. And I think, or even be in your tight group, your social group, your tribal group. And because back then you were much more we have the police nowadays. I don't even want to get into that, but it's like we're so protected by the shell of constant electricity and technology and power and running water and plumbing and insecticides and FDA regulated food and the police. Like, we can, if someone breaks into your house, most likely you're gonna call the local police. There's these so many layers of it's funny, I heard this guy Michael Saylor talk to Breedlove. I forget his Michael something Breedlove. He was on Lex Friedman's podcast, and he said that, I loved how he put it. He said that we are essentially, when we're looking for nature, we are the ones inside the zoo, and we're looking out through the bars, and the bars are essentially the infrastructure of society. And when you put it like that, it's a carefully constructed zoo, and to mitigate any chaos that nature would give. I mean, this house, I'd rather be in this house during a hurricane than in nature. And there's a million other instances of why society and culture is good, but that was a long tangent to say that back even 1,000 years ago, we were so much more, we evolved to be very reliant on the people closest to us in our social groups and our tribes, and therefore that has worked its way into our psyche. And the people you would want to protect you while you're sleeping, and they're on guard and they're watching, the people you'd want to rear you and be around your children, and you'd want to rely on during a hunt or in times of famine, other hard times, are the most competent, intelligent, successful, but also the qualities that would go along with those are very graceful, very thoughtful, very calm, collected, especially under pressure. The more calm, the more together, the more stable, the more you have to believe they would be good protectors and good assets to you and your livelihood, and therefore they reduce your anxiety and they help you calm down. Anyways, that's a big that's a little train of thought. I'm like, that's half baked in my head, but I thought I would express it because I thought it was interesting. Isis the Enchantress, Southern Auntie. That's who Molly listens to. Shout out to Isis the Enchantress. Very cool. It's funny. I keep hitting the spoon. Although this is an exceptionally long spoon. Yeah, it's funny what triggers people's ASMR. Luke Henry. Appreciate that, man. Polaris, I haven't seen Love, Death, Robots. I have not seen that. The Good Place, yep. Cool, glad you're on board with it too, Rebecca. Hey man, hope you're doing well. White Rice says, I started watching your content. Sorry about the whistles, I'm chewing, a lot of saliva going on. About 3 months ago, I love your style of ASMR. It's interesting and knocks me out every time. Keep up the amazing work, man. Thank you so much, White Rice. 1865 podcast. Okay, cool. 30 Rock. Okay, I think I might have watched 30 Rock once or twice, but you know, sometimes maybe it was just a bad episode. I love Star Trek: The Next Generation. I remember one time I put on a Klingon-centric episode for my friend, and he probably wouldn't have been interested anyway, but it was a particularly boring episode because Worf is a cool character, but the Klingons in general, any plot that relies too heavily on the Klingon culture and politics was always just boring for some reason. I don't really know why, but it was. Gary, yeah, I'm curious how many people found me during COVID, like since early 2020. I found your channel during COVID, Carrie says, and it helped me a lot. Supposedly a fun thing I'll never do again. Cool. That's awesome. That's awesome. I thought that was a funny story, funny essay. Yeah, it is such a paradox, but I'm learning I have to force myself to put on progressively more and more boring, like less engaging things. And the fact that I never used to read comic books, well, I still don't, but like I never read comic books as a kid is why I can fall asleep to Chicho's comic book hauls, and when I'm really tired and I really want to just get knocked out, it's the comic book readings he does. Yes, Chicho, go, oh yeah, that's right, I can put links, I think. Yeah, go check out Chicho, guys. His content is just so awesome. It's so, oh god, that thumbnail is not looking too high. I just saw my own thumbnail. Let's see, what's a good one? Yes, this is a good one right here. And anyways, he's just, I just love, you know, he's not the only one, but he's the only one that makes a point to make it relaxing, and talk about something he actually cares about. And it's cool that he's so knowledgeable about comics. You know, it's with me with astronomy. I love it so much. I'm not as knowledgeable about astronomy as he is with comic books, but I really enjoy that he is passionate about it, but he's also knowledgeable. So it's not just someone rambling about, like I might do sometimes, something they're only half knowledgeable on. But he also uses comic book. It's like multifaceted. Why I'm interested in him, because it's like his whole channel is. This is Chicho, by the way. I should have like put his link. So check out his channel, please. But anyways, his whole he invests his whole lifestyle into his channel, which is so cool. I just think it's authentic in a word. In a word, it's authentic, and authentic is an asset. An asset. It's very. It's a rare commodity these days. Authenticity, true, genuine sincerity and authenticity. And I think that's the appeal of live streams, is that you can't edit. I edit a lot of stuff most of the time just because I live next to a bridge and I'm editing out loud sounds, but it's just a very, you know, it's a raw version of me, and I'm a stranger to most of you, to all of you actually, like in a serious way. So, using the wrong microphone. Yeah, sorry. I might be. Sorry, guys, if my mic's all messed up. I still need to work out some kinks. So let me know, guys, if the mic is bad, or maybe I'm just because I'm like talking away from it. Maybe so. Trying to be conscious of it. Oh no, my mic's not turned on? That's awful. If my mic's not turned on, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Wonder what that did. Did that turn on? That'd be hilarious if I recorded 45 minutes and my mic wasn't on that well. Let me test it. Test, test, test. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Okay, test, 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 test. Okay. Santa sold shrooms. Good video. That's cool. Plan for my channel going forward. Yeah, I do plan on taking the channel a lot more seriously and producing a lot more videos. I'm just waiting to see. I got a lot of lag. Yeah, the audio sounds like there's a reverb to it. I don't know why. What that is. Well, I just turned it down. Maybe it was picking up my laptop mic too. So that sucks. But anyways, future live streams will work out the kinks. I'm curious what actually got you into making ASMR. I've always liked music. No, I'm just listening to myself. I've always liked music. And I got into like just messing around with the DAW and making, like writing and recording music. Never got really good at it. And so I've been dabbling in it, and so it's, I just like creating. I've always liked drawing and things like that, so I figured I'd try to see, what it would be like to make videos on the internet. And, part of me was like, oh, maybe my channel will blow up and I'll, just make easy money. I didn't realize it's not easy a lot of times to get a following. And I think what kept me able to steadily put out content, even though it wasn't that good and I wasn't gaining a lot of traction. It took me 5 years to, I've been doing this for almost 6 years, maybe 6 years now. Was just that it gave me an outlet to look into topics that I personally enjoyed, and I'm still at it. So it's fun. It's rewarding when you get feedback, even if it's one comment a week. Sometimes I wouldn't get a comment for like a couple weeks when I first started, and it's crazy how many, just a couple views and a couple likes and one comment sprinkled here and there, sometimes negative. But it's crazy how much positivity how much fuel that gives you to keep going. It's crazy. It really is impressive. So, I enjoy learning about things, and I enjoy teaching, because I used to be a tutor when I was in college, and it's fun. I enjoy it because I understand what it's like to have a bad explanation and a bad teacher, and I enjoy, and I know what it's like to. So I love Carl Sagan, Richard Feynman, these great scientists turned teachers, or both. It's truly a breakthrough feeling of. It's like an unparalleled feeling You feel connected to the universe when you understand these concepts on a deeper level. And I think so many people are discouraged by poor teachers, that science and math and even literature and stuff are all forced upon them and are very dead and I don't know how to put it, what would make them boring, but for some reason, they're when anything that's forced upon you, you're not really gonna generally form a passion over. You gotta, especially when you find things yourself. I find that when you come upon it yourself at your own pace, it definitely can really spark and ignite a passion within you to pursue certain areas of interest. But anyways, I guess it's just because I realize there's a lot more to life than what's often taught, and I found enough meaning in the interactions with teaching people and talking about what I've learned, and then talking about what I created too. So creating in itself is just very fulfilling. It's really cool to like make a video, edit it. Sometimes I look back at my own videos. I rarely do, but sometimes occasionally there's one or two in there that I'm actually like pretty proud of. So it's cool. It's fun. It challenges me, and Rita, my name's Rich. My name is Rich. My name is Rich. My mic's working fine. Alright. Thanks, guys. That was like 15 minutes ago. If you're interested in the music I listen to, you can actually look at my community tab on my YouTube page. About once a week I'll post something, and sometimes it's a song I'm particularly fond of. TBA ASMR. I remember the start. I was as early as that construction video. Oh man, that was a while ago. That was still like 2 years or like a year. Yeah, it was about 2 years into what I was doing too, and it seems so long ago. Man, yeah, that's awesome. That was your favorite video. That's funny. No, yeah, it's funny. I appreciate it that a lot of people think I'm way more qualified than I am to talk about the things I talk about, but I'm certainly not. I have a lot more to read. Boxes of books. Absolutely boxes of books more to read. So, thank you though, but no, I'm not. I went to engineering school and I failed out, and I just didn't have like a serious passion to become an engineer. I enjoyed some of the deeper topics we talked about, but electricity is crazy, and it's fascinating, and it's amazing what we're doing with it in inventions like the transistor, how it allows us to, how we can have billions of transistors on a single chip. It's amazing how far we've come. Yeah, GAT, it is short for Richard. But yeah, I'm just interested in connecting all the dots across disciplines, I guess, to form a whole cohesive picture of reality, I guess, fundamentally is what I'm aiming at. Okay. Alright guys, I'm gonna sign off. I think it's about time. I wanted this to just be 10 minutes of me just telling you I'm going to make a more well thought out live stream sometime soon, and maybe I'll set the mic up so I don't have to keep turning away from it when I talk to you. It's just this part of the room's just really boring. It's just a big blank wall, so I wanted to kind of put it there. So anyway, we'll figure it out. And thank you guys for stopping by. This is really cool. Yeah, big shout out to Nipsey. I was hugely inspired by Nipsey Hussle. I wasn't even really a big rap fan, but that guy he was a different breed. And I highly encourage you, if you guys are interested in rap or just good music or poetry or philosophy in music, man, listen to that guy. Or motivation, whatever. He was he's an example of doing the utmost with your life. That's really cool, and I look for encouragement like that. Lex Friedman, Jordan Peterson, the Weinstein brothers, Eric and Brett Weinstein, and I look for a lot of inspiration in great people, So he was definitely one of them. The juice, that's just a seltzer, fancy seltzer, I guess. Peach. Guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, I'm gonna be trying. I don't want to make promises I can't keep, but I will be trying to put out a lot more frequent content. And for me, that means once a month. But I would ideally like to be putting out one video a week if I can really. It's a game I'm playing with myself at this point. I'm in my early 30s, and it's it's a great game to see how efficient you can be with your time now that you have a child and a family, bills to pay, and a couple dogs. Life's great, but I think it's cool when you see more potential in yourself, and when you surround yourself with. It's the glory of podcasts and books, all forms of communication, is you can be inspired whenever you want, if you have access to that. And the internet is a great gift for us to be able to do that. So I've been testing myself, seeing how much more efficient I can be with my time, and as long as I take it in gradual, slow increments, I'm noticing I have a lot more in me, so it's cool. Anyways, that was that's another reason Nipsey Hussle was a huge inspiration. Literally put hustle in his name, in his rap name. Very cool. But I'm encouraged and inspired to see people who, like Lex Friedman, he has a wildly successful podcast. He's a PhD. He has a PhD in artificial intelligence, teaches at MIT. I think he teaches. Wildly intelligent and very well spoken, and finds time to read and vigorously exercise, and he's like a master in some sort of I think jiu-jitsu. So it's amazing what you can do, and I love learning history because it reminds me of how good we have it, what we're capable of, and how well we have it. And when you remember that, it reminds you that, oh yeah, like we're not pushed to constantly test our limits because we don't have to. We're all protected, but you don't get as much out of life when you don't. I think. And before I start talking to you guys, I think I'm gonna go because I gotta remember. I get rambly and introspective, but it's really just me talking to myself. So it's just it's a daily battle to stay efficient and try to improve drop bad habits and try to make new ones, new better ones. Anyways, so thanks, Sean. I appreciate it. You guys all have a wonderful day too. Lots of fun videos on the way: astronomy, history, books, getting into old books, doing more physics. I'm not good at physics, but some basic physics videos. You guys seem to really love that. Some of you. We'll be doing a lot more of that. So, yeah, you guys stay tuned, and thanks for stopping in. God, so much love. Thank you guys. Have a great night.